Brown will throw it. Right side, it's Scott. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's going to throw it again. He's going to take off. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. Throws it off the RPO. And midfield, he's got room. There he goes to the right. Tag. Touchdown, North Dakota State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Got room at the 35. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way.
It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. It's picked off. Uh-oh. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Brown wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Scott. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Scott.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Finds his man on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Ran through the contact. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Tries to get it himself. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play.
Caught. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Missouri wants to go fast. The give. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The give to the fullback. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
Defensively, the only time you really lock in on a fullback is 4th down and short, and you can tell they were dialed in. They knew he had to get a short bit of yards. They stuck their face in there, stuffed the big fullback, and didn't let him go anywhere.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup. Snags it, and there's running room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass, and running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give...
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the return team sniffed out that fake. They don't even get it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball goes over on downs.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
The toss sweep to the right. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Flush to the left. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Myers. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Brown wants to pass. Lets it fly. Just got rid of that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break, great job getting to the football, and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. They don't have the best thing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Burrowing for yardage. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it. It's Scott. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Left side is Myers. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, North Dakota State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Edwards. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here comes the heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking the shot, and he gets it away.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
He makes the catch at the 10, and good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Gonna run it. It's Scott. There he goes. Got the first down. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On play action. Out wide right, it's Scott. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
In the backfield, it's Myers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Brown will throw it. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. It's got a fresh set of downs.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Still looking. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, North Dakota State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 7 team, the Maryland Terrapins. And it's Kansas State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football, obviously
He's going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Takes off. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Look out! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Brown wants to pass. Still looking to his right. Just gets rid of that one.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force second and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, third and forever. Great job by this defense.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Out wide left, it's Hoffman. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Trying to run, it's Hardy. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Snags it, and he's open. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got him on the RPO. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this game.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just...
Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Line gets set, first down. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Montgomery. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, give to Hardy. Gets it inside the 10. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards.
Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Out wide right, it's Scott. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to Hardy. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Brown will throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Driven back.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Right side, it's Myers. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Churns into the pile. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Cunningham. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cunningham. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Turns it on down the left side. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He'll pull it down and run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield. It's Drake. Buying a little time to his left. They're working that left side. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense is...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Second down to the air. Rolls right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets rid of it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Out wide left, it's Cunningham. He's not going to get anywhere near that first down marker. A fourth down disaster on that one.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they force the issue and make this quarterback try to kneel down again.